Air fried sweet potato fries. Today we're going to be showing you how to cook from frozen your favourite sweet potato fries in the air fryer. Hello, my name is Samantha, and along with my husband Dominic, who is behind the camera and also my best friend when it comes to the air fryer, we are going to show you today all about air fryer frozen food. We started using the air fryer way back in 2011, and in our first ever experience of using the air fryer, we actually cooked frozen chicken strips. Since then, our air fryer knowledge has moved on, but back in 2018, we were asked by one of our readers to try air fryer frozen French fries. We did this, and then we started a brand new trend and showing people that you can cook delicious frozen food in the air fryer. But quite often, frozen food has this kind of taboo attitude towards it. But even though frozen processed foods isn't great for you, it can still save you a lot more calories compared to serving food in the deep fat fryer. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you our frozen food recipes. I'm a big fan of sweet potato fries, and what we do here in Portugal is when they're in season, we buy the sweet potatoes in bulk, we peel them and we slice them into sweet potato fries, and then we normally have a bag of them on the go in the fridge so that we can just throw them in the air fryer as we need them. But the problem is that they don't seem to stay in season for long here, and we end up with all these weird shaped sweet potatoes that you've got no chance of making any fries out of. So it's nice to be able to grab a bag of sweet potato fries from the freezer and cook them in the air fryer. So what I recommend you do first is you grab a pair of scissors and you open them up and see what they're like. Quite often sweet potato fries have already been seasoned from the manufacturer, and then all you need to do is throw them in the air fryer, and there's nothing else to do on your part. So I'm just going to throw them all in. So as you can see, you've got a few different shapes going on here. These bigger ones are going to take a little bit longer to cook, but we'll see how they do in comparison to each other. Also, the sweet potato fries I'm using is quite an expensive brand, so they'll probably stay together and you won't have any scrappy bits as much, which is fantastic. And also, they'll already have been blanched and they'll already have some olive oil on them, so you don't need to add any olive oil unless towards the end of cooking it feels like they're not crispy enough, and then you can add some olive oil then. So let's paste them in the air fryer, shall we? I recommend that you start them off on a cook time of 12 minutes at a temperature of 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit. This is ideal because the sweet potatoes, you need more of a crunch to them than white potatoes, and you don't want to go too hot because otherwise they'll overcook and be burnt. One of the worst advices that I see online is telling you always to cook French fries in the air fryer at 200 Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit. They just end up overcooked and they're just not as good as what air fryer fries are meant to be. So let's get it going. And there it beeps. So let's check on our sweet potato fries, shall we? Oh yes, look at them. Don't they look fantastic? And look, you give them a quick shake and then you inspect them. And then at this point you decide whether or not you want to put them on for a little bit more to make them a little bit crispier, or if you're happier the way they are. I recommend that you put them on for 2 more minutes at a higher temperature, because you've now given them a shake and they're ready for a little bit more. So we'll go up to 200 Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit, and a cook time, of course, of just 2 minutes. And this will give them the crispy glow that we all love on our sweet potato fries, and just make them perfect. And there's the beep. We now have wonderfully cooked sweet potato fries, cooked from frozen in the air fryer. You can follow this recipe whenever you want some sweet potato fries, and it's ideal for if you want something healthier to cook in the air fryer from frozen and you want it in a hurry and you just can't be bothered to cook dinner. It's just fantastic. I cannot say another fries that I like more in the air fryer than sweet potato. So then you can just grab them from the air fryer basket, and you can give them an extra shake if you want, just to see if they've got any stuff stuck to them or if they're stuck to each other, and then simply load them onto your dinner plate. And if you look at the texture of them, they're just perfectly cooked with a bit of a crisp on them, because sweet potatoes are never going to crisp as much as normal potatoes, but they're still absolutely lovely. In this video today, we have been using our Philips Air Fryer XL. Please comment below with which air fryer you use, as it would be nice to compare notes, and ask in the comments any questions you may have about this recipe that I'm sharing with you today. Because you are here, the chances are you want to learn even more about the air fryer and become more familiar with its capabilities. We recommend that you head over to recipethis.com and search mini course, and you will find a fantastic 5-day free mini course teaching you everything you need to know to get started with the air fryer. I'll also add it in the links in the description to make it even easier for you. And it's been a pleasure to share with you one of our favourite air fryer recipes. Thanks for watching. We have a huge collection of kitchen gadget recipes, including air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker and many others. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media. Best of all, join our newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter. There we have plenty of printables, cooking time cheat sheets, free ebooks and mini courses to help you along your way in your kitchen gadgets journey.